Dreamscape presents The Murderous Affair at Stone Manor, a completely gripping, cozy murder mystery by Laura Stewart. Narrated by Sara Young. 1. Amelia Adams stopped telling people she worked for an advertising agency about a week after starting at Morrison Gray in Compton. The words advertising agency conjured up visions of power meetings and takeaway coffees littering her desk as she worked into the early hours of the morning on a multi-million-pound project, a far cry from her actual job. Arriving at her desk half an hour late, courtesy of some thoughtlessly wet leaves on the railway line, her coat dripping with rain and her feet squelching in her Jimmy Choo rip-offs, which pinched just a little too much to be comfortable. They'd never stretched with her feet, as the shop assistant assured her they would. Amelia was met by a pile of mail on her desk, resembling the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Amelia moved the date stamped onto Monday, 2nd October, and picked the first letter off the top. To anyone visiting, the high-tech offices of Morrison, Gray, and Compton looked impressive. The steel and chrome-edged design matched the chiseled jaws and sharp tailoring of the young, upwardly mobile advertising executives, the smell of their raw ambition masked by the weekly delivery of lilies artfully arranged in the half-dozen vases dotted around the reception area. Amelia had been working there for almost a year. She'd arrived as a temp, and after 6 weeks, when she hadn't complained about the mind-numbing tedium of the job, they'd bought out her contract. She now despised the smell of lilies. Heaping an extra spoonful of coffee into her mug, the one the previous incumbent had left in the top drawer with the "you don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps" gag emblazoned around the rim, Amelia reminded herself she was lucky she had a job at all. With depressing headlines of soaring unemployment figures, she knew a crap job was better than no job, just as the damp shoebox of a flat she lived in was better than an actual damp box to sleep in. She needed to be grateful for what she had, and Amelia had a little something over and above her secretary's salary to encourage her to turn up to work each morning. It was the oldest cliché in the book: a boss and his secretary. She didn't mind so much if others in the company knew. It might mean she would stop getting the worst jobs handed down to her. But for Jonathan, it was different. As head of finance, he had to remain above office gossip and speculation. It didn't seem to bother him that the rest of the typing pool had bets on him shagging Melissa from the director's suite, but evidently a lowly receptionist like Amelia was beneath him. Quite literally, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?